and climate effect. This is now global. How we manage our plastic waste. It's not just Sierra Leone business now. It's now a global issue. There is another thing coming, mostly for the hotels. How we manage our food waste. This is also global now. How we manage our food waste. Up with food waste. We cater for more than we utilize. We have food that specifically methane. And the other area we have to handle, which World Bank is helping, is about carbon emission. They all generate greenhouse gases. Or UNFCCC want to address. Account our tourism sector, how we can safeguard our environment. Father, in the mini sector. Survival lies on transport. Our survival lies on different sectors. For coming, let's
environmental and climate change. manage our waste. In the Ministry of the Environment and Climate Change, national focal point for the United Nations. Indeed, I can still recall, Mr. Jallo, when of March in 2023, which I believe most of us are aware of, 5 policy objectives. Plastic value chain. 4, strong enabling environment and sustainability. And 5, financial sustainability, plastic waste. We in the ministry, together with the World Bank and PROBLUE, have been definitely trying to see how we could inject to ensure that you come up. What we now today will be inaugurating the Solid Waste Management Association and the National Environmental Management and Recycling Team. Indeed, in Sierra Leone, now consider waste as a resource. To save our environment. We have attended UNF Blue, but there are several funding sources out. So I really want to that would be presented to us to see how we could ensure that you get funding opportunities. This is very true. You know, I want to thank you. I want to thank the world. Manufacture these products and market them. Make money. Improve on the social well-being of our communities and our citizens. In the ministry, we have several instruments. We have several, by the authority of the minister, definitely, and the permanent secretary, and us, and we, the professional staff, who will be there ready to support you at any time you visit our offices to see how we process such initiatives. I know a lot of you here, and I think we have been engaged. We have an open door policy, and we'll make sure that we ensure that you hit your targets. Develop your annual plans. Focus on your targets. Focus on your objectives. I know we are in the process of ensuring that we have a legal instrument. That legal instrument, with your support, we definitely will be able to do. Currently, drafting instructions have been prepared. They have been reviewed, and I know very soon the consultant and his team will be getting that final version to the ministry, and the ministry will submit that to the office of the Federal Ministry of Justice. That legal instrument is definitely going to help you. We're going to support you to see how you get guided. We're going to have several components, and among that component is what? Economic diversification. That is very, very key. Because you have to operate within the economic space, and in that economic space, you'll be talking about taxation, you'll be talking about principles in manufacturing, and the Ministry of Trade will have to come when you want to start to export. That should be your target. So let's all see how to work with the team to come up with this final legal instrument, so that when once we have a legal instrument, then this is the issue of it. Having said these views, I want to congratulate all of you and thank you for this bold initiative. Go and manage your waste. Thank you.
Mr. Belu, I think I actually witnessed a whole lot of support that the minister has been giving to our SMEs, trying to prepare an appropriate legislative framework to see that the marketing potentials, within the sector are protected, right? Thank you very much. So, like you stated, his doors are always open. Please take the biggest opportunity of that. think our next statement giver should be that from local government. Is Ezekiel here yet? Okay. So we will just move straight to our financier, the World Bank. Gentlemen, ladies, please let's welcome our tourism specialist, Luis.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm really so happy just to be here today. You know, yesterday we launched the second Go Circular Week, and today I'm seeing a room full of what I see as hope, right? Because we have an enormous problem with plastic, and here we have a huge solution. So I'm really, really glad to be here, and you know what? This is not a government or a donor-driven solution, right? This is a business-led solution, and that's what makes this so powerful. Not only is this an individual business-led solution, we are here today to launch a recycling association. You are launching your recycling association. And I think that's an incredible evolution. Right? From a plastic problem to a set of businesses without government support, without donor support, to be solving this problem yourself and making money and creating jobs in a go manner. So congratulations, I'm really glad to be here. So thank you. And so my name is Louise Twining Ward. I'm actually a tourism specialist. I'm not a waste specialist, but you know what? Tourism business? Now my business, right? For tourism to work, you have to get the waste right. I've done more inspections of septic tanks than I care to number today, right? For tourism to work, you need to get many other things in place. You need to get the beaches clean. You need to get the forests growing trees. You know, you need to keep the chimpanzees safe. You need to have food quality, you need to have healthcare, you need to have airplanes and land, you need to have boats that ride in the sea and don't get stuck on the way because there's too much plastic in the water. Everything has to work together. So this is an opportunity to create jobs all along that, from the airport to the water transport, to the hotels, to the tour operators, to the beach, to the agricultural producers that grow the food, with hopefully some fertilizer generated from organic waste that produce methane and then produces fertilizer. So it's a nice way to create that cycle. And what do hotels produce? I'm really sorry that tourists do this, but we consume a lot. Consume 42 million pieces of single-use plastic every year in just Sierra Leone, right? But waste is not our problem today, right? Waste is your product. It's your material, it's your solution, it's your creator of jobs and opportunities. So that's why here today, as a tourism specialist, I am very, very happy to be working on this project. So I help with the SLEDP project, which is a Sierra Leone Economic Diversification Project, which is almost done 5 years. So I've been working in Sierra Leone since 2018. And thank you. Back and forwards many times. I think this is my 14th trip. So this is my home away from home. Listen, I want to thank a few people today. Definitely the Ministry of Environment. Thank you so much, particularly to the Deputy Minister of Environment. What a champion, right? What a champion. Someone who can take and run this so that the World Bank can stay in the background. This is your story, not ours. I want to thank the Ministry of Tourism. Thank you for also taking the charge, right? Recognizing this is your problem too. It would be easy to say, no, that's your problem, your environment. But no, right? You're a producer of waste. It's your problem too. So that's great. Yesterday we didn't only have that because tourism, now all my business, and waste, now all my business. We had the Ministry of Education, we have Ministry of Fisheries, we had a number of other ministries who are involved in making this work. And guess what? Freetown City Council, fantastic supporters of waste, right? So there's a lot of organizations to thank. I know it's not always easy to work together with other businesses. Why would you work with a competitor? Why would you trade secrets? Tell them how you work. What are your numbers? You know what? If you want to go fast, go alone. That's my recommendation. But if you want to go really far and go really big and get access to finance and lobby the Ministry of Finance for new regulations and change the budget to make it easier for you to do business, go together, right, as an association. And there will be disagreements, but don't let it stop you. Right? Try to put that business on one side, right? And when you come into your association meetings, you come together as neutral, not what can I get out of it for me, but what can we do together to make our collective boat rise higher, right? So that's what associations are good for. And it is very, very difficult to make it work. But I trust that this is a very good way to start, that you have enough now behind you, you have enough businesses here to work together. And this is a huge step forward to promote sustainable management practices. As you embark on this step, just know that, many have failed. There are more associations in this world that have failed than have succeeded. So you will have to work hard on this thing if you really want it to grow. But we saw just last year how information is power, right? How providing information to the government about the problem of plastic led them to change policy, led them to change the budget. And there's more that can be done. We're lobbying banks to provide financing for eco businesses, because I believe that the solution for many of the environmental problems, particularly the waste problem, is not donors. It is viable businesses that can go and access finance. And yes, the interest rates are way too high, right? But there are discussions underway with a number of different banks to provide attractive financing rates for environmental businesses. But you have to be viable, right? You have to show that you are not a subsistence operation. You are not a donor-only dependent organization. You're not a government-only. You have to make your business work, and then, once you do that, then you can perhaps be successful in accessing finance. And that's what the World Bank likes to do as well, to support businesses to grow with the training, with the financial planning that they need to go and stand on their own feet and access finance. And I'm really pleased that a number of businesses, and I see, for instance, Haja Telander at the back there, who could please maybe stand up and wave your arms. Haja has been successful in being through the World Bank's training process and accessing finance. So you can ask her how it goes. And she's standing on her own feet and growing her business now. And there are a number of others. Please go meet them out there. I've spoken for too long already. Welcome, work hard, work together. And I'm sure that together you, right, can solve this problem and turn it into an opportunity. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Louise. There is power when people come together. And that is also, I think, this is like maybe a journey. This is a step forward. Having you as a team will increase your lobbying power, will increase promoting each and everyone's interest. Let me recognize the presence of our able Deputy Minister of Environment, who I would say is the face of what we are here to do today. with the statements. Ezekiel, are you here now? Okay, no problem. You know, the local council, local government, and the local councils, these are like the hands-on people when we talk about waste management. It will be challenging for us to be talking about waste management without getting it from them. We need to hear their own position with respect to these respective associations that we are inaugurating today. So please permit me to invite Mr. Ezekiel, who is also the face of waste management at the Ministry of Local Government. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm very happy to be here this morning on behalf of the Ministry of Local Government and Community Affairs, the Minister, the Deputy, and the two directors have been assigned to represent them in this occasion because waste management is at the central part of the Ministry of Local Government, because I believe all the partners here are living in a community, they are part of families and their lives. When I think of schools, I think of our partners, I think of other ministries, our SMEs and the lives. So as a ministry that supervises both councils, chiefdoms, the villages, and all the localities across the country, waste management is a priority. That's the reason why we prioritize partnership with various institutions. And one of the outstanding institutions that are so far partnered with the ministry in ensuring that waste management intervention is actualized at the local level is that of World Bank-administered WHH. I was so pleased yesterday when my mom here recognizes the effort of WHH in terms of waste management, the support we've been giving to SMEs. The ministry too is aware of that. With partnership from the WHH, we believe that for waste management to drive, to reach home, to achieve the desired goal, the community people should be actively involved. The local people should be actively involved. In that light, the ministry, with partnership with WHH and other partners, who have quite recently instituted what we call training of local authorities on effective waste management. The pilot phase for now is at 4 district councils and 4 city councils, namely Bo, Makeni, Kono, and Kenema. We are intending to roll out, to cascade it to other districts, to other councils, because we believe that with a concerted approach to waste management, most of our issues at community level will be addressed. And the reason why we are here today is to go circular on waste management, and that cannot be achieved without the local authorities. Because what we discovered over the years was that we have so many partners that are involved into waste management. But because the interventions have been at the national or at the higher cadre, the local people were not involved. And if you think of waste generation, it starts from the home, the source. If we are to address waste challenges in this nation, then we should focus at the source, where the waste is generated from. And for us to be able to address that, the children should be involved. Be limited to stakeholders at the higher cadre in the offices. So that is the approach we are now taking to the local level. From WHH, to train our local authorities at the district level. In addition to that, we've also, in partnership with the Ministry of Higher and Technical Education, introduced waste management course at 2 universities, namely From College and Eastern Technical University, because we believe that waste management is an ideal issue which we should champion collectively, and then for us to be able to address the challenges associated to it, then the capacity also should be taken into consideration. We discovered that most of our whether ESOs in the councils, the engineers, are not well trained in the area of waste management interventions. So through our partnership, collaboration with different partners, whether at local and national level, we discovered that that was a challenge. It was a gap in this fight. And for us to be able to bridge that gap, we partner with the Ministry of Tertiary and Higher Education to introduce that course. It is now on course at both certificate and diploma level.
So I'm encouraging the SMEs seated in this room
to take advantage of that. Our local waste managers to take advantage of that. It is good for your own business and for national development at large. And also, quite recently, we've also extended our service or intervention on waste management to local city council. Like I said, it's a crusade we are intending to take quite across the country. It's not just limited to Freetown. Of course, Freetown is the capital city, but we are also considering other districts and other locations. And lastly, like I said, we believe that this crusade, both women and children should be part of the team. In view of that, we've also recently, with partnership from WHH, introduced what we call School Health Club on waste management in those 4 districts that are earlier mentioned. The initiative or the rationale is to ensure that we catch them young. We bring the children on board, because if we bring them on board, we train them on effective waste management. They will be ambassadors in their schools, at home, and in various communities. And we know what children can do if they actually grasp the concept of waste management. So that is another approach we intend to institute in making sure that this goal is achieved. So if we are here today, I just want to once again register the position of the Minister of Local Government and our line partners to this crusade that together we all will make the waste challenge in this country a thing of the past. Thank you.
Go! Go! Thank you, Mr. Ezekiel. Well packed, right? Lots and lots and lots of information in terms of the activities or the programs being pursued by the Ministry of Local Government with respect to waste management. And one thing I want to also drive home is the academic aspect. I mean, when you talk about waste management, I would say it's actually a learning move. We learned waste management as part of our environmental course. So in short cases, most times, it's not well expanded, right? So I would definitely be interested in knowing a lot about that, trying to see the level of circularity that is actually included in that particular syllabus. Because like you rightly stated, WHH actually kind of initiated the waste to wealth discourse in this country. We had situations of the Clean City campaign, which at some point Bo was leading, but once WHH left, Bo slides back, it means even with the local authorities that are also being trained, they will be in position to take responsibility once these donor interventions phase off. That's a big problem for Sierra Leone. Once donor is gone, things will slide back. We do not sustain the good practices that we've been introduced to. I hope that we'll take advantage of the course and make it a career, right? Thank you very much, Mr. Ezekiel. So on that note, whilst we await the coming of Worship the Mayor, we will now move on to the next segment so that we are all here to inaugurate the Salon Solid Waste Management Association, and we have the Recyclers Association. I would say before we commit, into that, we want to listen to them. We have to listen to them. What's their vision? What's their mission? What is it that they intend to do to address this problem of waste management in Sierra Leone? And after listening, then we will have a short coffee break, and thereafter we'll come back for some panel discussions on specific topics. So by that time, we would have been loaded with a lot of information on solid waste management, and we will now see the political commitment of launching them. Okay? So I now ask the different leaderships of the Solid Waste Association and that of the Recyclers Association. I don't know if I will take this. Okay, Abubakar, you will take the lead. Yes, you will do your presentation now. I'm sure you know Abubakar.
Good morning. Good morning. I'm the chairman of the Waste Collection Management Association and now the Sierra Leone Waste Management Association. And in this room, we have members from the association, ranging from Block 1, Block 2, Block 3, to Block 8. We know Freetown is divided into 8 blocks, isn't it? Yeah. So we have members from Block 1 in this room. Please raise your hands. Block 1. Block 2, we have members, service providers from Block 2. Aberdeen is also one of the coordinators. And then Block 3, we have Block 4. We have members, raise your hand, stand up. Okay, that's Bensi from Smart Solution. And Block 5, we have members, Block 5, can you please stand up? Block 5, okay. Block 6, we have members from Block 6. Block 7, we have members from Block 7. And Block 8, we have members from Block 8. So these are special people. We want to recognize them all, and they have contributed a lot in terms of waste collection management in Freetown and beyond, and they have been in the waste management for like decade. And there are people I can see in Europe. I've known them 10, 15 years ago in waste management. Since the days of the Freetown waste management, the days of the Masada, the days of the clean salon. So you can just imagine. And now they are part of the association. So you see the experience they have acquired in terms of waste management. But today, I'm presenting on enhancing waste management in Sierra Leone through inclusive action. And this is the content. Waste management challenges, background on WCMA, constraints, key achievements, our vision for a national waste management association, the future of waste management in Sierra Leone, call to action. Next slide. Waste management challenges in Freetown. Limited waste collection coverage. Many communities still lack proper waste disposal services, affecting public health and environmental quality. Illegal dumping and open burning. Yet, we can see schools, communities, they are still burning waste, which is very, very hazardous to our community. Inadequate infrastructure. There is a shortage of transfer stations, recycling facilities, and sanitary landfill sites necessary for efficient waste management. And we know, for example, Freetown case study, we have transfer stations in Freetown. But those transfer stations, they are limited, and maybe those that are there, maybe they are not effectively operating. And also, recycling facilities. Though we have recyclers, but we can see we are still challenged in terms of having the 21st century recycling facilities. And the landfill, that is also another concern. We don't have a kind of sanitary landfill in Sierra Leone. We still have the traditional Kisi dump sites and the Kintom dump site down for Freetown. So you can see how this affects our operations. Most of the time, most of us in the room can attest to that. Whenever you have your rider go to the dump site, on a weekly basis, they will complain gearbox, they will complain closed digs, they will complain pressure plates. So all those challenges, so those have a kind of landfill. We know there are plans through the RUSLP and to have a dump site, a sanitary landfill. We've been engaged, and but yet we don't see anything. Low public awareness. A weak culture of waste segregation and recycling hampers efforts to improve the system. Lack of enforcement of the sanitation bylaws and limited support for private sector investment. And we are into door-to-door garbage collection. So, for example, whenever you meet an household, you try to do marketing, they will tell you they have a service provider, which they don't have. When you turn your back, they will just give to the clean salon boys, so they will dispose illegally, which is also a major challenge. Our role of the Waste Collection Management Association. Empowering local communities. WCMA was established by youth groups from various communities across Freetown and was officially launched by the Freetown City Council under the EU Waste Micro Enterprise Scheme to enhance community-based waste collection. Membership detail consists of over 140 youth groups, ranges from 6 to 10 members per group. So most of the group leaders, those that we are I call from various clubs. They are group leaders and they comprise of 6 to 10 members. So we are giving different trainings from the EU and the IOM project and the MMC. So they are trained on waste management and the like. So primary activities focuses on door-to-door waste collection and street cleaning, directly improving local environmental condition. Next slide. Key achievements of WCM 2020-2024. Daily cleaning of 180 major streets across Freetown on a daily basis. So each street will be given to a particular service provider, like for example the reliable waste, then which govern the CDD, Shaka Street, for example. So you have 180 groups that covers 180 major streets in Freetown. Improved collection rates, enhanced waste collection from household, businesses and institutions has led to safer disposal practices. Illegal dump sites closures, successful efforts in shutting down major illegal dump sites through the city. As you can see from the photos, these are some of our activities. So initially we have different illegal dump sites in Freetown, but these dump sites were identified by service providers and most of them were closed and there are beautification going on in some areas. Flood mitigation support and capacity building, intensive mentorship and skills development program for WCMA members. Formation of a waste management company. Several WCMA members have come together to form a private waste management company, which is now actively bidding for managing one of the 8 waste collection blocks under Freetown City Council. So, of course, we've seen recently a lot of engagement have been done and advertisement from Freetown City Council for private service providers to bid for a particular block. And members of this association came together and they are bidding for a block. They attended the bid and then hopefully will be giving a block to everything. The law have been reviewed. It has been gazetted, so we just want to see the political will from the side of government. Formation of, okay, the next slide. Constraints faced by WCMA. A lack of modern waste collection trucks, bins, and protective gears hampers efficiency. Limited resources prevent scaling up of waste collection operations. Experiences such as fuel, vehicle maintenance, and labor are significant challenges. Difficulties in enforcing waste collection fees from residents and businesses. A pressing requirement for advanced training in waste management, best practices, and recycling technologies. There is a need for more robust incentive and support from local authorities. These are some of the constraints. Why a National Waste Management Association? The need for a coordinated approach, nationwide coordination to create a structured, unified system that enhances waste management efforts across Sierra Leone. And you can see most of the members, we are actually like Freetown and beyond Waterloo, but want to expand at national level. So policy advocacy, strengthening influence on government strategies and push for policy improvement. Supports local groups, provide robust support for community-based waste management groups and cooperatives. Enhance scaling and investment. Improve scaling, encourage innovation, and attract investments due to waste sector. Promote sustainability. Advocate for circular economy models, recycling, and waste to value initiative. Vision for a National Waste Management Association. Inclusive integration. Recognize and integrate the contributions of both formal and informal waste sector players. This is has to be very much inclusive. Initially, we've been hearing of bigger companies like Masada, like Mr. Clean and the likes, but through the advent of most of the service providers, approved service providers from Freetown City Council, we've seen the impacts in public space. Leveraging experience. Utilize of SWMA gains experience and scale human capital to integrate into a comprehensive national waste management plan. We can all agree that we need a national waste management plan. And there are different programs, activity, but we need an alignment. Then we need a national plan that will actually foster a sustainable waste management in Sierra Leone. Envisioning a transformative future. Partnership. Build strong collaborations among governments, private sector and community organizations. This is like the PPP, the public-private partnership. Infrastructure development. We need more infrastructure. Expand waste collection network and develop necessary infrastructure. Sustainable initiatives. Invest in recycling, composting, and circular economy projects. Job creation. Generates employment opportunity and empower youth through innovative waste management solutions. Public awareness. Foster public awareness and drive behavioral change for improved waste practices. Next slide. Next slide. Conclusion and call to action. A new era begins. The launch of the Sierra Leone National Waste Management Association marked the start of a new sustainable approach to waste management. We invite government agencies, donors, private partners, community groups to support and join this movement. Let's work together to build a cleaner, greener Sierra Leone with a special focus on empowering youth and community waste workers. Together, we can transform waste management in Sierra Leone. Thank you. I'm Abubakar Sisi, the chairman of the
That is the first segment of the association. I'll now invite Joseph to also present to us the plan.
Go! Go! Good morning. A few months ago, many of us here today gathered on the membership to discuss how to unite the waste management private sector across the country. Today, we're seeing the manifestation of that initiative. Giving yourself a round of applause for showing up, for being present, for being part of the change. My name is Joseph Bryant. I'm one of the directors of the Sierra Leone Waste Management Association. I'm also CEO of Freetown Development, a startup initiative committed to sustainable solutions across the African diaspora. I'm honored to stand here before you today to discuss a topic that is both urgent and transformative, the future of waste management in Sierra Leone. We are standing at a turning point in Sierra Leone's history. The challenges we face are not unique, nor are the solutions. However, what has been missing is the execution and commitment to long-term sustainable change. For decades, Africa has struggled with knowledge exchange and a lack of cross-sector collaboration, two essential pillars for economic diversification. Sierra Leone has suffered from these imbalances, and it's past time to rethink public-private partnerships and create institutions that embrace innovation, modern technology, and sustainable change. Here are the facts. According to the World Bank's 2023 study, Sierra Leone produces approximately 1.3 million metric tons of waste annually, with that number expected to grow by 30 to 40% by 2030. If the average global market for value of ton of municipal waste is around $150, that means Sierra Leone's waste is worth over $200 million annually. Freetown alone generates around 550,000 metric tons of waste per year, yet only 20 to 30% is collected, leaving the rest to accumulate in landfills or burn in open air. To paint the picture for you, we're literally burying millions of dollars and letting the rest go up in smoke. This is not only unsustainable, it is a disaster for the people of Sierra Leone and the environment. The solution is clear. We must build a nationwide collaborative value chain that transforms waste to wealth, and to achieve this, we have to focus on 4 key pillars. Pillar 1, collection and transportation. To ensure a steady and lucrative value chain, we must increase the rate at which waste is dropped off and collected from transfer sites across Freetown. A robust system requires investment in collection sites, transfer stations, and transportation logistics. Strategic public-private partnerships with global waste management leaders will drive the needed investment and empower local communities to own, operate key parts of the system. Countries like Rwanda have increased collection rates by 40% using smart bins and digital tracking devices. This highlights the necessity of digital infrastructure like that being developed by the waste transformers in collaboration with the Freetown City Council. Pillar 2, processing and sorting. A state-of-the-art mixed resources center, or MRC, should serve as a centralized facility where waste is separated into organics, recyclables, and non-recyclables. There, recyclables like plastic, paper, rubber, glass, and various metals are separated and sent to local or international recycling plants. Organic waste can be sent to process plants to be converted into fertilizers and biofuels. Non-recyclables can be directed to waste energy facilities like that proposed by Free World Development to generate electricity or create LNG, liquid natural gas. Pillar 3, energy and manufacturing. Waste energy technology is key to unlocking energy independence and reducing environmental hazards. Sierra Leone can use gasification plants to convert biomass and non-recyclable into waste heat energy, electricity, or LNG. In Ethiopia, they supply 30% of their capital's electricity needs through waste energy technology, while South Africa's Bio 2-watt plant generates 4.2 megawatts of energy from waste. In Sierra Leone, invest in this model, we can reduce landfill waste by 50%, generate hundreds of megawatts of electricity, and reduce dependence on imported fuels. Pillar 4, industrial application and manufacturing. To strengthen Sierra Leone's economy and reduce its reliance on imported goods, we must develop a resilient manufacturing and export industry. By efficiently processing recyclable materials, we can transform waste into valuable products that drive economic growth. Now, I know a lot of what we are focused on is in plastics, but we cannot forget the other recyclables, because that is going to help us generate waste, generate wealth from that waste that can be utilized to make more robust infrastructure. This integrated waste management model will create tens of thousands of stable, well-paying jobs across Sierra Leone. It is important to note that many of these jobs require little to no formal education, providing opportunities for youth and marginalized communities who have been locked out of the economy. Now, I recognize the initial learning curve and lack of resources in the country. This is where public-private partnerships play a vital role. We can leverage build, operate, transfer agreements where international experts develop and manage facilities before transferring ownership to local companies staffed and trained by Sierra Leone operators. This ensures knowledge and technology exchange and empowering local industries to sustain long-term economic growth. To drive this initiative, here are a few supporting policies the government can implement. Mandatory public-private partnerships. Foreign companies must partner with local businesses to ensure technology transfer and creation. It is also essential that they partner with local universities to create workforce training programs for no green jobs. Waste subsidies and producer responsibility laws. Companies producing large amounts of waste should be required to fund recycling programs. This has shown greatly successful in the EU and Canada. Tax incentives should be provided for businesses that use recycled materials in their production, and they should implement extended producer responsibility laws, making manufacturers accountable for the product's life cycle. We can introduce tax incentives for businesses investing in recycling and waste energy projects, and develop clear regulatory guidelines for waste management businesses, ensuring transparency and efficiency. An obvious one, we must enforce the ban of open-air burning and illegal dumping, and we must greatly invest into technology integration. The future of Sierra Leone's waste management industry is not just about cleaning up the streets, it is about economic transformation. Waste should no longer be seen as an expense, but as an industry capable of generating billions in revenue, creating thousands of jobs, and positioning Sierra Leone as a leader in sustainable development. By 2030, Sierra Leone can lead West Africa in building a thriving circulating waste economy. Powered by technology, strengthened by smart policies, and driven by the private sector, but this future won't build itself. We must act now. Freetown Development and the Sierra Leone Waste Management Association is fully committed to making this vision a reality, and we are ready to bring together the right partners, resources, and expertise to transform waste into opportunity. Through bold action, innovation, and collaboration, we can create lasting economic and environmental impact while setting a powerful example for the rest of Africa. Lastly, it is important as an association for us to understand that our commitment is not just to the government or the international organizations that support us. It is to each other, and it is to the common people. And so this is something that's important. There's going to be times where inside the association we're not going to agree with each other, and we will make sure that we have set up a system to make sure that we can get through that together. There are times where we may have disputes with the government and other institutions that are helping us. And so we must serve as a voice for those people to make sure that the best outcomes are being approached by all of us together, and that we don't get caught up in the amount of the funding, but the impact of the funding. Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph. So, we will now invite the Recyclers Association to also present to us their mission, vision, and what is it they stand for. And okay, I've just been informed that Madam Carter is going to present on behalf of the Recyclers Association. You're welcome, Madam Carter.
Thank you very much, Mr. John. Good morning, everyone. How are we doing? Do we want to develop waste into the world? Shall we continue to recycle and recycle properly and sell? And when we make these things, Sierra Leoneans to make sure we buy them. If you don't buy, we will discourage. Not so? When they make no more, they make. You see this necklace? Yesterday, the one that was see me. Now yellow I be wearing, not so. Today, I don't wear multiple color. Then I trim my back with multiple color. And when I know what I make out of this, paper, laterites, what they call mud, what they make the road with. Then I mold them and bake in an oven. Then it becomes seed. But how it becomes seed? I bake in an oven. It's strong. It's cold. Then I paint them with paint or Q-Tanks. And here another beautiful color that shine. We don't want to say not so. There are several products. Nimax what we can talk about comprise of so many of us. We always in our Nimax. We will come forward, please. And we can show with small products and no more. In all of the talk. stem from Ghana must go. Plastic and wool. We get this other one, plastic and thread. We get can opener. One of them drinks or drink or chili cool beer in the can. We throw it away. Because we recycle. Beautiful necklaces. What we use today? What we use, madam. You see, the necklace is made out of paper. Paper is thrown all over the country. And when that happens, it is rotting. It develop them maggots. Well, step on them, they give you jams, now the system will be killing. We are the recyclers of DMAT. Yeah. From McKinney, you see the tiles made out of rubber cup. This cup I also, we don't matter. This now briquettes, they make them out of now coal. This is coal now. This is what we want to develop in this country, and so also for exports to other countries. How do they make this one? We get our all end up to them with plastic not inside. Wood dede, paper dede, granite scandal dede, red scandal dede, coconut scandal dede, all the scandal. They're all the way we don't dry them, we carbonate them. Then we carbonize them, sorry. Then we make them, it come up beautifully like this. A lot of us are in this now. Woman and they, where are the women? Here we are. Where the other woman? Yeah. So what do I make this now? We dry, we get machines. Like me, I got the machine already. I don't start the operation because I don't get the money. But I don't get about good now for do that. So I wait to make I get money in the start. Who else getting products I am? As we can see, this is heavy for me. As we can see, this is a melted plastic. Then I put small amounts of sand using molds. This is they come out different times. Some person they paint you, some person they do other thing. Next, this is a plastic. This plastic where you look at them, now go it come out. The story is simple. This is Salo, Bo, Ghana must go. Salo must nice, so we put together, we make her into beautiful. We're not going to give it hand. This, as you can see, now plastic and shopping bag too. Then this one bag, cartoon laser. Then in cushion the plastic. Then make decoration. You hang on the wall. Very shortly, when they stop for buying them with man and property. You see, this is not fun. Also, a cartoon inside. Yeah, but it wrap the plastic pan and cushion and fine. So you see, I can find myself and I feel cool. Why do I go west? I don't care. So you see flowers, it all plastic, it all cushion. The plastic, then take this flower and make up. We they begin land back for make them with plastic different colors to flower and they get this. So next how they can present to not they present with man. As you can see, this now the stuff I make out of baskets. Me say don't see. I don't get at this book. I be get me all where they do and I will throw over. But now others I don't see say it don't want so. Me say I go make bigger basket trays and all those things out of this. You see, we can do a lot. This now leather they don't put here. But they get cartoon inside. Cartoon, then it puts plastic inside. We get sense so not so. I mean one thing, small thing. We are in this world. God brought us into this world as people. He gave us the head that has all the brain. We can think X, Y, Z. You can sew your clothes. I can make shoes. I can make bangles. And all these things my brothers and sisters have shown here. Praise be to God. And so, in this world we are, we eat, we utilize, and we throw them away. People say we don't want it. But hey, we don't matter. No, not for we. Because we want these things, we look at it, we beautify it into different things so we can see. Things and the way past this. But waiting at the bill, let us buy. If we cannot buy, we lost the zeal to make. And we have plans to do more things, bigger things that will bring big money and give Sierra Leone a name. The youths they want for work. Hey, youths they want for work, they will go all over the place. But are you ready, the youths? The Minister of Education was here yesterday and said, you have to start young. Are you joining us? Are they waiting to back the all long back that will die before they can join me? No. Let us start it now. Now we come to presentation better. Proper. NIMAT. NIMAT, an organization will comprise of people in waste management, not southern region, eastern region, and northern region. But the initiative, you see, working together as one, it's good. The initiative starts from the north. So we'll clap for north. Now let's sit down, then use WhatsApp forum and call all of us. Working singly is not good. It is only when we work together we can make it. As a musician said, singer, we are the world. We are the people. We think about it and we create something. We can fix something for make the world stand. Now that's recyclers they don't begin so. Very shortly, it's going to be bigger than this. NIMAT is a collaborative initiative of businesses dedicated to advancing recycling and environmental management practices. The membership consists of businesses in Freetown, Mikeni, Ibo, Kenema, Kono, Kwainadugu districts. Purpose: to create sustainable future by promoting efficient waste management, recycling and environmental stewardship. Legal status: NIMAT is on the verge of completing its registration status at the Corporate Affairs Commission as a company limited by guarantee. When I see one group big in recycling. Next. So unite businesses, communities, and governments in creating a circular economy through effective recycling, waste reduction, environmental conservation initiatives. We understand how they better one. So this thing I talk get up. We they make, but we have to talk, we have to tell people that this is what we should do. But who they will send and treat. When I know anything you don't get from Sierra Leone, all the rubber, very strong rubber hold the group pass. Me that I can't see I want to give me. Mr. Jawa you. Aims and objective of NIMAT. To promote sustainable recycling practices across industries, reduce environmental pollution and landfill waste, foster collaboration among businesses to achieve shared environmental goals, educate and empower communities on the importance of recycling, drive innovation in waste management technologies. When I talk about technology, the thing that we can make or improve, certain things that we do. To also establish a nationwide network of recycling facilities, increase recycling rates by 50 to 70%. within the next 5 years. 70% within the next 5 years. Partner with local governments to implement waste management policies. Develop educational programs to raise awareness about recycling. Create a platform for businesses to share best practices and resources. You see, if you don't can so some we compete them, with them income. Mr. Jala, are you getting us? Some of the things that will compete them, don't know income. You don't know. There are people they want. So now that they call, I don't know if the vehicle go reach here before scatter now. So you see, some people that their business are fast. Some of our business is slow. But see, we are going on. Next. Advantages of DMAT. Collaborative approach. Uniting businesses for a common cause. Resource efficiency. Optimizing the use of recycled materials. Environmental impact. Reducing carbon footprints and conserving natural resources. Economic benefits. Creating jobs and fostering innovation in the recycling industry. Community engagement. Empowering individuals to contribute to a cleaner environment. Are we ready to clean Sierra Leone? Pick your plastic and that to the nearest collection waste management space so that you recyclers can recycle it. Challenges. Behavioral change. Some of us are very selfish. What do you understand? Behavioral change, need for change. You don't waste management, you compensate in waste management. When I join together now, I find it very difficult to do. So we need for change that habits. Every skill we have been in the higher. You should be proud to see your part of business where they do. Other persons say they do out and they compare competition. Encouraging individuals and businesses to adopt recycling habits. Infrastructure. Establishing efficient recycling facilities and systems. Funding. Securing financial support for large-scale initiatives. Policy barriers. Navigating regulatory challenges and inconsistencies. Awareness. Overcoming misinformation and lack of knowledge about recycling. Overcoming misinformation and lack of knowledge about recycling. It's very embarrassing walking up on an occasion. Because when I recycle, every little thing we see where people are called waste, we are interested. Sometimes I can beautifully dress in my gown, you know, at parties or at weddings. I said, no, I get plastic, I wear one of the coke. We can begin a big paper plate. Then canton. Then, you know, every cup, disposable cups. Then rubber with a big cup. One day, one big man asked, Lucy, now why is it that wherever you go, you keep on picking and say, I'm waste, I'm interested in that one. Another for buy and it's not free. Would I not like free? Now anybody would not like free, it's very easy or not. Would I not like free? Would I clap for me more? Everybody wants free something. So where is it free something? Plastic most times are free, waste are free. Now, Mr. Mark of Innovation Hub. Come in for me now. Come, quick. You small, come quick. This man is very creative. Anything that we don't do, I don't admire him so much. So I tell him, say, let me introduce on above. So they look for small funding for more work. I don't begin a request, say, maybe people can pay 1,000 per person. So that we will buy the people that they go from Freetown and buy material and train them. But then they frown. But I take this scene when we get one big occasion above. When our festival, cultural festival above. If you go and then tea to me. The baskets where they will put your tea. And the chair. I go put a right thing for me. I sit down. I make small table with the filter. I carry the food. And this is what I take maker. Butter. Almost a bit butter, not so. Now I make fine. I get them some of them design the way it gets so. I say, well, I'm cooking the food for them. Anybody can. What's in this? As in a tire. When they are saying this is a rubber. You see how we can do things? Let us stop for the true way. If you know what, pack and fine. Third person where they do this thing, you go sell and get them at small money so that you go use them for make you go do a job. That will help you. Mosquito. If you wear inside time, if they come on and net, one back picking and go back. Mind you, American president say they can't stop malaria drugs and HIV drug for Ghana, Africa. And Sierra Leone one. We want die. You want die? Well, we not clean environments. We don't want die. We don't want die. Nobody not so. Let us clean our environment. That will make things fine for us because we are the world, the people in the world. I thank you very, very much for listening to me.
Thank you, Madam Lucinda.
Are we going circular? Well, I want to know how we go circular. And I will show you how we go circular. Not my way, I'm an artist. I'm a recycler. We are ready. Right now, let me go circular in mass possible. When they go around small, not to circular, they go. That means to everyone, to every door, to every house, to every street, to every town, to every city. Am I right? Now let's go circular.
That's a good one. Solution finders. Thank you very much. Thank you, recyclers. So I think we've come to the end of the first segment of this session. So I don't know. Yes, so this, there is a little bit of provision for coffee break. So you will just find yourself something, grab it, and let's see how we can move forward. Thank you.
Well, I'm not going to number one. I'm going to the woman and then find a place in the human way like you were. Go. Now Yahweh Enterprise and the other side, they're going to go by their find a place. The transport here.
Let me carry it.